Today I'm going to show you how I made these floating shelves out of scrap wood entirely and out of a bracket that I got from Amazon. The bracket holds on very securely, makes this job really easy. I'll put a link to it down in the description of this video to make it easy to find what I used. I'm going to be using that chop saw and table saw, and that's about it. Try to make do with what we have for a bunch of old scraps of thin plywood and some thicker plywood and some veneer edge here I'm going to use from some really better quality pine to kind of hide everything inside, and then we'll stain them. See how it comes out. These are 3 feet across, and they're about 10 or 11 inches deep, and they're about 1 3/4 inches thick. So what's important is the thickness is needed for the brackets. The brackets I'm going to use are a set of these steel ones here. They come with everything you need, mounting screws and everything. And the nice thing about them is these are drilled, pre-drilled with a lot of holes. So I'll be able to find a stud somewhere in my wall to be able to mount this to. And basically they come with very nice beveled holes here. So these mounting screws will sit down flush inside the steel, and then this will sit flush into it as well. To mount the shelf onto these, it's really easy. You basically just need a tool like one of these here. And when I measure and figure out exactly where the holes need to be, I'm just going to take this tool like this, and that's going to find the center. So it's got a collet here to keep your drill nice and straight, and it's got 2 of these beads here sticking out to hold it. And then you can take a screw that they provide and screw it in so you don't worry about this thing moving at all. And then with that thing solidly right where you need it to be, they give you a really long drill, which is needed. Got to have a certain amount of length to cover for the depth of these rods that go in. So this should be pretty easy to do, nice and straight, because that collet's going to keep you honest, and then the whole tool is going to sit in here in a fixed spot. So I got to do some measuring, find where I'm going to put my holes, drill the holes, and then we'll go ahead and get this mounted up on the wall and then slide these in place. I just used my laser to set the line where I wanted to have the top shelf mounted. And unfortunately in this wall, the studs are spread apart by 2 feet. So I couldn't grab but only 1 stud in that whole piece of wall there. So I ended up using those plastic sheetrock anchors, and I used a bunch of them, pretty much used all the holes in the bracket to put screws in. So that way when I put the boards in place, I had as much grabbing onto that wall as possible. To cover the boards, I just used a polyurethane clear coating over it, and just did a lot of sanding and I think I did 3 coats of polyurethane just to give it some nice finish, and otherwise just left the wood a natural color. And they came out pretty good. They're on there nice and sturdy. I think those plastic anchors are going to work. Overall, I'm very happy with this project. Hope that helps. Have a great day.